Well, welcome back, you beautiful spuds. Last time on Atomic Heart. Hey, while we're catching up, if you want to go ahead and subscribe to me, I would love to be a staple on your subscription wall. But I'm cool if you want to keep this platonic. I'm 100%, I get it. You can watch, you can leave. But I'd love to have you stay and to come back. Thanks for floating with me down this stream. Alright, I'll stop interrupting.
Must be Sechenov's guy. Larissa, did you talk to him?
He was attacked by a Burav. We took him to the infirmary and then... I didn't know. I couldn't just let him bleed out.
Well, you should have. It would have saved us a whole lot of trouble.
It scares me when you talk like that.
I'll meet you at the exit. I'm right behind you, honey. I just hope we're not too late.
Hope can be dangerous. Hands up!
Victor?
What's going on?
You deaf? Hands behind your head.
Victor!
The hell are you?
Major Nechayev Special Operations, and that's the last question you get. You're going to Chelomey.
Victor, save yourself!
Chelomey. Of course, Comrade Major. Intrusion.
Huh?
Intrusion! Hey, freeze!
Red alert. Lockdown in part.
Done. I think it worked. Whew, this place is huge. It's got Sechenov's name written all over it. So, where are we?
This is the seed bank, the heart of the Vavilov complex. Samples of seeds from all manner of plants are stored here so they can be cultivated to grow on the Moon and Mars. These stunning and unique experiments are in danger of being lost forever.
So, as I continue to play this game, my mind keeps drifting towards wanting to compare and contrast Atomic Heart with Bioshock. And I don't know if that's going to get old or not, so let me know in the comments if so. But I feel like I still have a lot to say about this. I think my first part, so we'll name this number 1. I would say they are similar in this. Atomic Heart is doing a good job setting up the world in this like fake, dystopian, perfect world, or at least a better world, like of a hype in its setting. It's very similar to Bioshock that has done this, showing us, Bioshock had these pioneering men and women. They left the world to form a new and better society, one that was without laws that would forbid or stop the production and progress towards scientific, experimental advances, the ones that would have moral complications. This leaves you in Bioshock with being dropped into a world that is far from perfect, very much like Atomic Heart does. But in Bioshock, it was a raging nightmare where morals have been thrown to the wind, and it's pretty much about capitalizing on the new breakthrough. Everyone is for themselves. Everyone has no problem harming others. It's completely fine as long as you are increasing whatever you're striving to perfect or deal with in the Bioshock universe. It kind of set up that everyone has the right to do whatever they want. And so, like, in that game, you find yourself in a world where it's eating itself alive in Rapture under the water. The self-contained society that literally has thrown everything away, and it's in an ideal society that has these scientific breakthroughs that are beyond what we in the real world have, that have allowed them to push the limitations of what you can mutate your body to do by giving you these plasmids that can increase all of your characteristics in one way or another, while at the same time not really stopping to think of any ramifications of what they could do. I see that it's kind of like that. You got the same for Atomic Heart, where I find like you have another scientific breakthrough. And in this, it allowed a whole government to win and take over for a war that they never won originally. And so now they are like a superpower and have established this now new world of like perfect governance. They have this new perfect workforce now that they can make all of these robots and everything. They can put them in like you can see they're in every home, they're everywhere, they're a convenience. What can't they do? Even like this government was planning on going out into the stars and using these robots to colonize other planets. Like, what can't this progress now be used for, if not to help this perfect new society? Though, of course, again, it's fake. It's a fake dystopian world because it all hangs on a fine pin, and then with the power of just one or maybe many persons, I'm still not quite sure where the storyline's going. I haven't peeked ahead, so that now somebody, that Victor Petrov, possibly the girl we saw earlier, Larissa, maybe them or a network of people have somehow hijacked and have turned some, if not all, of the robots into killing machines now. So now we're seeing that perfect society where all robot in every home was a staple and a convenience and just what you would need. Now it's a death trap and it's pandemonium. Both are using very different and completely different world elements. The tones are very different. But between Bioshock and Atomic Heart, I would definitely say, looking at both of them, they seem to both be able to capture like the same scope that I feel is very similar to each other, in that of this dystopian future where you take our reality, you change a couple details, and then you add in some kind of scientific breakthrough that also has implications that the real world have not necessarily addressed, and then implementing them in a futuristic ideal where you now are looking at it as what potentially could go wrong. And of course, in each of the games, you see greed, manipulation, and of course, ultimately, it's all negatively, it's destruction. It literally does not work. And I would definitely say, as of currently, they seem to be equal, though of course Atomic Heart has not stood the test of time, nor have I completely finished it. By the time we get to the end of this together, we can both make a determination, or you may have already, I will at least have made a determination of how this is going to fit up against the giant of Bioshock, which I have a lot of respect for. It doesn't, I wouldn't say Bioshock does not have flaws, nor would I say it's the best game, but it is near and dear to my heart because it is a very, very fun game. It's very thought-provoking as well, and so that would be my first thing that was swimming around in my head that I wanted to share. Definitely in the comments, if you have something yourself that you would love to say about Bioshock, or if you've played this game, if you have something to say about Atomic Heart, I'd love to hear it. Share it with me. But then I guess I will go on to my second point, why I'm rambling. So, without super digging into this, one thing I have to say is the interface and, like, the graphics. I find that the cutscenes, the pre-rendered images, they're great. I love to look at the world, and it has a great feel. Atomic Heart does. With that said, I found on my Xbox, the frame rates seem to be dropping a lot of the time, and it seems like the game struggles for some of the animations. I even feel like some of the enemies' movements are glitchy. I know I've just scratched the surface of the game. And I'm not going to say that Bioshock didn't have drops or even graphic mess ups with the animations and that. Like I said, Bioshock is not a perfect game. But, like, playing and the gameplay, I just feel, I don't know, it's 2023. Bioshock is starting to get kind of old, and yet I find this game needs more patches. I think it needs a couple more fixes before it could maybe match up to how I feel to Bioshock, because I'm sorry, but I'm a little annoyed that this game is struggling with some of the basic, like, animations to, like, when it loads in an area. I've noticed that it's had some missteps. Like I said before, the robot movements, I don't think they're glitchy. I think as far as I think they got ambitious, and I think the engine, or however they have it set up, it definitely seems something's going on with it. And so my comparison between Atomic Heart and Bioshock would have to be that I find what I've talked about as far as the game goes, it definitely seems to kind of kick me out of the game experience on Atomic Heart. And Bioshock didn't do that. As far as a game breaker, I am still enjoying what I'm playing. And I'm looking forward, moving forward. But that's just my second part that I kind of wanted to address, trying to compare this game to Bioshock. Then we come to my third point. I'm thinking about the gameplay. My glove is not the same as all of the plasmids to Bioshock. I don't even feel the purpose is exactly the same. I found Bioshock was really big on plasmids were used primarily not only to access new locations, but they were weapons, like either using a swarm of bees, telekinesis, electrocuting them, burning them. That I don't have that feel, even though the glove kinda is supposed to be for robots, like this, like ability to. I use the glove mostly, and of course I'm still early in the gameplay, but it mostly gets used for that scanner ability. I find the scanner almost gives me like feels to like playing Dead Space or Fable, where you're like, where do I need to go? And you activate the scanner. The amount of games where you see that is just kind of like it's used for like a point of interest to let you know this is where you need to go next, or oh hey, there's stuff over here that you would have missed, but we gave you a feature that lets you, when you activate it, see that hey, you missed something over here. I think this is poorly used in the game. I hate how little info you get. Yet it just barely gives you just enough information to invite you to push that button again and use the scanner function so you can find a freaking damn glowing blob of color, and you're like, oh, I guess I need to focus on that. The combat seems also kind of like weird, just disjointed. It has so many breaks in it. It's like now it's mostly just me running around, exploring, finding crates, looking for loot. I'm trying to figure out where I need to go next, trying to figure out what I've missed, unlocking stuff, finding stuff that's hidden. There was some combat mixed in, but like the combat either happens far away, and then I just feel like I'm cheesing when the combat gets up close. It's super aggressive, and like I said before, it's kind of cool how the robots don't respond to being hit. It's kind of like a nod that this is a killer robot. It doesn't feel pain, but yet when you get the up close stuff, I almost feel like it kind of makes the combat a little lackluster, because when they get real close, if you can't dodge out of the way of them, you just simply get hurt. And you hitting them in a game that's all about, like, I find, well, I just got that electric gun, but I find like there's a lot of melee. You don't get that satisfying feel that you beat them. It's like when you do beat the robots, it almost has like a little bit of satisfaction taken from you, because it just feels like it just happens. And it's like, oh, okay, I killed them. Or, oh, they hurt me. Currently, other than that big worm, I haven't died yet. So I don't really know how that feels. I'm almost starting to wonder if picking the harder difficulty might have been the way to go, but I don't really like the harder difficulty. I don't know what would have been different other than I just feel like the robot, nothing would be changed except they would just have more health and do more damage. So I don't know. Combat's very strange to me. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not going to say I hate it, but I don't like it. And I definitely think Bioshock is the preferred combat for me. I really feel like this game is not encapsulating a combat system that makes me feel super engaged. I need to start messing with the powers in the box, but like I'm trying to find the ingredients so that I can mess around with it. Right now all I got is that shock feature, but the shock has like a charge. Like I would love to have, because I have a cooldown timer, and I don't like the cooldown timer. I would actually think the game would have been better, almost maybe stealing and having like a mana bar or like an energy bar for the glove, having that something you can upgrade, and then as you use your abilities, it drains the glove, so then you would need like, I don't even know, like a battery. And maybe the game just figured that would be kind of silly, having you like eats the battery and just instantly drains it or something. I don't know. Clearly the game doesn't add it in, and you know it's not there, but I don't know, I don't like the cooldown timer. But I'm gonna that's my third point. I don't know. I'm not trying to discourage any of you, nor am I trying. I am having fun. When I started playing this, I heard about it. I heard it was like a Russian themed Bioshock, like an imitation, but kind of similar. I'm just not feeling that the gameplay is living up to what my expectations was. But again, it doesn't take much to satisfy me. I'm still having fun. I can't not say that it does make me go in many parts, man, if they just did this a little bit different, I think I'd be having so much more fun right now. And, you know, I don't know, maybe I am picky, but that's my third point.
I know you're here, Petrov. You've got nowhere to run. I'll give you 10 seconds to surrender.
According to biometric readings, this is Petrov.
It is? Crispy critters. Shit. It really is Petrov. I had a feeling it'd end this way. Wizard, this is P3. Come in.
Wizard here. Have you found Petrov, my boy?
I found his body. He's been decapitated. A loader turned his skull into blood pudding.
Damn. His head contained codes I would have used to end this nightmare quickly.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sechenov. I was too late.
Then we'll have to solve the problem another way. Did he have any rings on him? 2 gold rings?
No rings, sir. Just a candle.
Understood. I need you to report to the VDNH at once, P3. We've got bigger problems than Petrov to deal with.
What could be worse than Petrov?
Stockhausen will debrief you at the VDNH. Hurry. Time is of the essence. Do I make myself clear, my boy?
10-4, Wizard. Moving out.
Oh, Vicky, Victor. You done lost your head. I guess let's see where this storyline's going now. Until anything really crazy happens, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna lay down a beat track. I gotta stew in some juices of what I'm thinking. So instead of just blurting stuff out,
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby he's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane.
Internal PEC-4 power generator microclimate readings are suboptimal. Electricity generation not possible.
The energy from the candles isn't sufficient to power the main gate, but installing them activated a system that provides special polymers to the birch tree life support system. The life support system has 4 primary functions: maintaining optimal temperature, eliminating insects.
In other words, 4 columns, 4 canisters.
Saying jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot.
Holy shit. Where did all these monsters come from?
A mere hypothesis, but I suspect they're the bodies of dead soldiers that have been infected by sprouts.
A fucking hypothesis? Are you shitting me?
Replace it, she could get you high. All the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good.
Did this game just rip off the clickers from The Last of Us? But they're robotic? Oh my goodness.
Good statement, there is no replacement. A body by say she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
This place just keeps getting more and more fucked up. lost it. Fuck my life.
This is usually a harmless geodesic geology robot.
Harmless my ass. What other tricks does it have up its sleeve?
I'm not sure. I don't have access to this model's data.
I wish it didn't have access to us.
I couldn't agree more, Comrade Major.
Come on, let's go find that canister. At least we won't have to find the door to the shop. We can just climb through the window. Where do you think the canister might be?
A device that dispenses the luminescent polymer is located on one of these platforms.
Let's go find it. Where's your fucking button? Come to Papa. Who's the man?
Oh, I think this is what my friend was talking about. I think these repair robots are just going to keep flying in and repairing them. Okay, so message received. I cannot worry about beating everything. I just have to stick and move. Stick and move. Got it. That guy had to have had more health than the other ones, because I swear.
Crap, there's no canister here.
I'm sure we can find one here somewhere.
We found the dispenser. Now we gotta find a goddamn canister.
I can shoot some of these guys like 2 times and they just fall over. And then like you get one and he looks exactly like all the other ones. You shoot him and you're like, oh no, you're like freaking the T-1005. There's no rhyme or reason, and I'm just gonna have to roll with it and just figure out not letting them touch me or get hit.
Will this canister work?
Judging from its shape and diameter, indeed.
Canister detected. Synthesizing aluminum polymer. Canister will be built in 35 days.
35? Great. I'll come back later.
The massive mixers that enrich raw polymer with anaerobic bacteria operate at a set speed.
So if the speed is increased, the process will get sped up too? Where's the control panel?
There isn't one. Under normal circumstances, the speed of the process does not vary. But a shock blast could provide their electric motors with extra voltage.
I gotta say, making a quick amendment to combat, I am liking the feel of a time limit or you're working under pressure. It's still not there though. I mean, I feel like the game it's hinting at it, but the ideal of them, these repair drones refixing the robots, I like that ideal. The jury's still out, but I'm still digging the game. I'm just trying to figure out how to swing into like a rhythm of like comfortability of like, ooh, this is good. I like it. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, there we go.
Did you know there was a cable car here?
I assumed there must be a way to service the equipment hanging from the ceiling. We gotta be careful. It's a long way down. I could get hurt.
Hurt? You're an optimist.
That's my thing, Chucky.
Canister will be built in 20 days.
It worked. Look at that pool glow. It's actually kind of pretty.
Please note that your unscheduled maintenance has initiated the repair algorithm.
Canister will be built in 5 days.
Really gets you thinking, is this how the future's gonna be with like Amazon and it making orders and shipping stuff to your door if you didn't like find your package acceptable and you try to make a complaint, does the robot just attack you then? Oh man, I just realized I was on a platform that was moving. Why? Why'd I get off the platform and go into this little stupid water tunnel tube? I think I'm stuck on the ground now. Oh, let's see if I can get back up on the platform. Darn you. Oh, I'm silly. I'm so silly. Man, that's gonna maybe cost me.
Surely guns blazing isn't always the best approach, Major.
Sure, sometimes you can try upgrading your gear or find another way to keep the bots at bay.
Oh, let's see where my checkpoint was. Oh my god, I'm being mugged. Where did all of these people come from? Oh, that's great. Okay. Look, I wanted this. I wanted this so bad. I'm really liking. Okay, the game's doing it. It's doing it for me. I like this fast pace. Oh my goodness, my blood's pumping. This is what I've been wanting. This is the moment. All right, let's see if it can hold on to me from here. Okay, I'm really glad that they stopped attacking me, because my brain was like not wanting to be able to process it. I really think the puzzle part is kind of like, that was way too complex of a puzzle to do while being under combat. I like that that would be a puzzle. I think these puzzles are in the wrong game. Please, in the comments, give me your thoughts. I think these puzzles are good, but these are not the kind of puzzles that you should have to do while being in like combat, where like in Bioshock. So quick comparison, in Bioshock you would have to hack turrets, you'd have to hack vending machines, and they weren't great. I will have to say, hands down, this will be number 4. These puzzles and locks are so inventive. They are amazing compared to what Bioshock did. The flow pipe thing from the original Bioshock, just the puzzles that you did to hack vending machines, they were not where it was at. You can like them, but they were not. They felt very jarring in Bioshock. So that would be my biggest criticism. These puzzles seem, though I will say, my brain's, I'm very conflicted. I will have to say though, the puzzles were jarring in the fact of that they had nothing to do with hacking a machine. They did not overreach, where I think these puzzles are really damn right cool, but the setting's wrong. Like, I don't think the setting, it's again jarring. So they got a point for the creativity and the look and the aesthetic, but the use of them, I think they lost a point. So I think I will have to say Bioshock and Atomic Heart, neither of you, I think, are using these puzzles correctly for like locks and that. I think both are wrong, but they're trying. On modifying what I said earlier about the glove with the powers versus plasmids, I just got that new, like, it's like a gravity spell that can, like, pick them up. But, I don't know, I still feel like, my glove powers are just not, they're not doing it for me.
Comrade Major,
Yes? Got something constructive to say?
have I done something to offend you? Why are you taking your frustration out on me?
Sorry, it's not your fault. I'm just mad at myself.
Why? You didn't kill Petrov. He was killed by his own weapon, a hostile robot.
That doesn't matter. I was supposed to take him alive, and I failed. And that's not all. Sechenov saved my life. He's like a father to me. As far as I can remember, anyway, I let him down.
If that's what's troubling you, just let it go. There's nothing unusual about your situation.
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? Comrade Sechenov is always disappointed in everyone. There's no pleasing the man. His perfectionism is pathological, and everyone knows it. Every single person in his life lets him down.
What? Nah, that's bullshit.
Neuropolymer gloves are incapable of deception.
Yeah, I guess so. Charles, I'm in the hot shop. Am I gonna turn into a crispy critter if I stay in here too long?
No, the laboratory tables in the hot workshop or thermarium require high temperatures, but the temperature within the shop itself is quite comfortable.
Polymer canister connected.
The tree, it's glowing. It's beautiful.
The preliminary power generation phase has begun.
It's hot as balls in here. You call this comfortable?
The temperature in the shop seems to have risen to an extremely high level.
Got it. They must be in a room somewhere around here.
So, what do you think about our birch tree, Sugar?
The one in the humongous glass thing? What about it?
She's holding out for a hero, just like I do. Waiting for someone to save her from the biting cold.
Oh, that's it. Enough. One deranged tin can is plenty for me.
I knew you would stay loyal to me, handsome. Take off the glove, and we'll be together forever.
Don't hold your breath. So, why is this birch tree so important?
It's not important at all, Stud. You'll have to warm her up, but you can ignore her. She's a dumb tree. Nothing like me.
Crispy critters. At least the tree doesn't talk.
You would be lonely without me, Sugar.
Would I really? Boilers look like they're about to blow. What the hell are we supposed to do?
I have no data. I've never been here before.
Okay, I'll deal with it. Seen that stuff before. It's cryogenic, right?
Indeed, it is. That is a Fahrenheit, a candle filled with cryopolymer. It's designed to reduce temperatures and equalize pressure in high-temperature furnaces.
I'll try getting them into the boilers.
found Dr. Filatova yet?
The one who helped Petrov butcher hundreds of people? No. She's still crawling around somewhere.
I emphasize that Dr. Filatova must not be hurt. If her life is threatened, you must come to her defense.
What? Rescue the bitch whose fault it is I'm wading knee-deep in gore? What the fuck?
Traitor Petrov used Dr. Filatova without her knowledge. She had no inkling of his true intentions. I mean, the viciousness of this homicidal maniac. Her guilt must be established by a court of law.
Too good for her.
She deserves no less. Dr. Filatova is a renowned neural surgeon. Dr. Sechenov entrusted her with a collective research that connected both humans and robots. She must not be hurt. Did I make myself clear, Comrade Major?
I'll keep it in mind. What's the hot workshop used for?
Heat-resistant polymers are made here. But most of the research is dedicated to the cultivation of heat-resistant flora.
Nice.
The polymers here are enriched with essential oils from Cacticus cereris, a cactus. The polymers make it possible to cultivate groups of plants that are adapted to high temperatures.
Do they want to make the desert greener or something?
Something like that. They plan to terraform Mars.
What do we know about Petrov's girlfriend, Charles?
Are you referring to Dr. Filatova?
That's what I said. Did the cat get your tongue? Do you know her?
Dr. Larissa Filatova, MD, has worked with Dr. Sechenov for many years. She's a talented neurosurgeon and was Comrade Zaharov's student and assistant. She continued the professor's work after he died. But she is now a criminal and a traitor to the motherland.
Understood. It's too bad. She's kind of cute. There we go. Look at her bloom. What a beauty.
Photosynthesis has begun. The tree's condition is improving rapidly.
Attention, distribution center employees. Access to the right wing of the complex is now available.
Oh, you beautiful spuds. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for floating with me down this stream. Thanks for watching. This was a big one. It's the longest one I've done so far for Atomic Heart, and there was just so much to show. But I'm going to stop it here. I don't want it to get too big to where it intimidates anyone from even wanting to watch it. Thank you for all of your love, your support, your kindness. Please, really, give me a comment if you want. There's this game. I just don't know how to feel about it, but I'm still psyched about it. I want to see what it can do. I want to see if it can win me over. We still are stuck in the basement. We still are just finding not a lot. We know that the robots are being controlled by maybe a group of people, but the robots, oddly, I feel like there's more to it. They chopped off the head to Victor, that SOB, and maybe it was Larissa that did it. So we've been told to help her She can't die. She can't die. We have to do whatever we can to not only apprehend her, but keep her alive. So that's a different twist. I mean, it's not really a twist. Other stuff does that, but before I lose what I was talking about, this is just, look, I'm just excited about this. I'm this isn't scripted. I'm just throwing out what I'm thinking, and hey, again, you all have a wonderful day. No, that ain't the right line. Hold on. Let me start that over. Hey, you beautiful spuds, you all have a great day. No, have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later.